morning. It's October 2nd, 2023. Time flies when you're having fun. I can't believe it's already October. So I actually had to come in here this morning and sit down and write down everything that's happening. We have a lot of exciting things that happened last week, a lot of exciting things that are happening this week. To start off, last week we hired a new service manager, so that's exciting. We've always kind of pushed construction. Now we're going to be pushing service just as hard as we've been pushing construction. So I'm excited to see where we get with that. There's a lot of work that needs to be done building procedures in that department. So you'll start hearing me talk more and more about how we're developing our service department. So that's pretty exciting. Another thing we worked on is building a new drivetrain. I've had a branch drivetrain designed for a while, and that's kind of like our org chart. But as we grow out these other departments and these other branches, I feel like it's important to start developing them and seeing who kind of goes where. So I'm excited to kind of start to finalize this and really produce what the drivetrain is, where all the links. Everyone in this company has a gear. So for instance, another thing that we were working on last week is the captain's duties. So this is a captain duties gear. So every gear in this company, which is like a position. So every position in this company, we design a gear that's got 4 key spokes. So the captain side of things, his 4 key spokes or her 4 key spokes is development, PCM, admin, and coordination. And what we do is those are the 4 main properties that this person handles, and we build procedures and captain or duties right underneath each one of those spokes. It's important for me to, or it's important for this company and every company to have a clear understanding what every single position does and how it links to the next position next to it. It's a goal of mine eventually to be able to give someone a booklet and an actual gear itself and say, here, this is where you lie in this company, and this is where how you help this whole total drivetrain function. I would like to give them a gear, a whole handbook of every procedure that goes along with that gear. It's something I've been dreaming about for a long time, and I just can't wait for the day to even have an actual drivetrain built on a wall with the gears functioning, and presenting that to meetings and telling guys, hey, look, man, even the guy on the very bottom, if he holds up here, it's going to backlog all this up here. So it's very important for each gear to be working, functioning correctly. And it's important for each person that is in this company to have a clear understanding what it is their gear is supposed to be doing. So I've kind of just dummied it down and really made a basic understanding of what an org chart really is. So that's getting developed. Another thing we've been working on is, I finished our roadmap that I talked about last week. If you could see that. This is something that's pretty exciting for me, is we've came up with exactly where we want to be in the end of May. So the start of next summer. Summers are always our busiest times. So I've developed a whole roadmap on what it's going to take for us to get where we want to get to by the end of May. I'll read off some of these timelines. We said we started at 9/27. So the first milestone that we need to reach is that captain gear development launch. So really developing that captain gear and the 4 main components and all the procedures that go along with it. And what we have is I have a guy named Ryan Rains. He's our, what do you say? He's like our build out foreman. He goes to each new branch, and he'll be the one training the new captain on his roles. So he'll have a captain's book with all the procedures, and he'll be taking for instance, we hired a guy, his name's Eli. He works out in the Bay Area, and Ryan's been out there focusing on developing Eli into the next captain for that area. So Ryan will be out there really going down, highlighting every single thing that Eli knows, and then we'll have meetings about it. what it's going to take to get to each milestone on that. And what it is we've built an 80-day plan of what it takes to get Ryan to the next branch, which will be Fresno or Bakersfield. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. I'm excited to start having meetings about that and seeing what the team thinks on what it's going to take to achieve that. So when we get to the end of May next year, we're dialed into where we want to be. So a couple things I'll be working on this week. Definitely some service procedures with the new service manager, trying to figure out all of that fun, exciting stuff. I'll be trying to finalize that new drivetrain. And then we really built that PCM tracker a few weeks back. We need to get it really fine-tuned. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring all the foremans in, and we're going to have PCM training and really train these guys on exactly what it is we want them to do with that PCM tracker. PCM tracker is a project construction milestone plan. Like I talked about in the past, is we really put down a milestone plan of what every foreman's supposed to do along a project. So one of the key components on the captain's role is the PCMs, because the captain really heads all of that. The captain puts the milestones together. Any violations that happen with the PCM tracker, the captain's got to be the one that reports on it. So it kind of all works hand in hand. It's all getting developed right now, and it's pretty exciting. It's exciting to see what we've accomplished in the last few weeks as we started those PCM trackers. I know the team is really excited of getting to the point where every single project we have running is on a PCM tracker. I had great conversations with some general contractors about the PCM trackers, and they're blown away on how much attention we put to each project and making sure, guys are as productive as they can be. So a lot of exciting things. I'm excited to see how this week goes. Just like I end all my videos, I challenge you. Do you think you could also find what brings you so much happiness that you could set your alarm for 2:15 a.m. every Monday? Think about that. Thanks.